What's going on, motherfuckers? It's Will here, coming at you live from the power of the internet. For those of you that don't know, we finally finished the full album of Ill of Men. It is 38 songs long, 3 months of work. I'm just glad it's fucking done, bro. And that's just act one. There are 3 more acts to go. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about today. That was just a little self-plug. You know how we do. You know how YouTubers do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Today's video is brought to you guys by you. Bird Flesh said, yo, I know Ravenous is one of AES biggest fans, and I'd say I'm right behind her. Let's continue the animal theme and check out Aesop's Rock Pigs, please. There's a lyrical video on the YouTubes, so grab your thinking cap and enjoy. Fuck. Where'd I put my hat? No! All right, guys. I want to be brutally honest with you, okay? I am super sober for the past 3 days. No weed. This one's going to be a little uncomfortable for me just because it's not off like their main channel or whatever, but fuck it, dude. We ball, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank you for supporting the channel. And if you would ever like to make a donation and request a song, you can always go over to buymeacoffee.com/losttogod. That is buymeacoffee.com/losttogod. Anyway, let's jump right into it. I found this one. Let's see. It says it's a lyrical video. You didn't give me a link, so I'm gonna just go with it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens.
Hey, what's this fucking guy doing? What are you doing? Right now, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Doing a reaction, bro. That's what I'm doing, dog. Over here, big dick. I'm not big dick and nothing. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Put change in his cup.
Oh, can you put the other guitar in?
Where's that weirdo with the fucking kazoo?
Dude, the weirdo with a kazoo. Hell yeah, dude. That guy's probably fun at parties, bro. Probably's done a lot of ecstasy, just saying.
Hey.
Hello.
Sharks in a dunk tank, vipers in the garden. Locusts stole the groceries out the local farmer's market. All God's greatest soul positions. Some are violent, some are victims.
That's kind of true, eh? Locust stole all the stuff from the market, bro. I mean, one could say that could be applied to mortal man, eh? You know what I'm saying? Like, we are nothing but. Yeah. Sheesh. And some are violent. Like, could you imagine being born just a deer? You know what I mean? Like, your whole reason to exist is to be someone's food. All you do is eat grass and get clapped. That's all you got going on. And looking majestic is fucking the process. You know what I'm saying? But like, bruh, what do you do? Oh God, I look like that fucking character. Who did Samuel Jackson play when he had like superpowers and shit? Oh, that was an M. Night Shyamalan movie or whatever. That dude sucks ass at directing.
Alive as an equal and vital piston I support. So when the piranhas on in New York, my daddy long legs dangle to mangle for sport. And while I'm bringing every dink in the kingdom with open wings, it all boils down to them shit-soaked pigs. The pigs, what? The pigs, what? The dregs of what y'all aim for. The gluttonous muddy stomachs under the pudgy cake hole. The two-track brainiac using the food and payroll.
God damn, bro. I mean, from what I gather so far, with my limited brain capabilities, and I'm not high enough to like, whoa, bro, let me decipher the universe. I'm not there, dude. Unfortunately, been having some heart issues, and weed has been kind of freaking me the fuck out. At least recently, motherfucker. I feel like he's just talking about the assholes that make the world worse. Corporate capitalism, you know, business owners, landowners, whatever you want to call it. I kind of defend some of these people sometimes, but I will say that fuck them at the same time. Dude, consumerism can be the devil, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. A punchy cake hole, a two-trap barrack. Brainiac using food and yo, we just left slavery. You know what I'm saying? And then added some extra steps, and now everyone's just a slave, dude. What do they call it? A wage slave? Shit. Ironically, I'd give anything to get back to work, dog. Anything. Like this whole being stuck around, not being able to work right now, fucking lame. Not having money, dude.
Mix under the pudgy cake hole. The two-track brainiac using the food and payroll. That chew up and consume every cookie, crumb, and peso. And place a cloven hoof on a lucrative one, convenient as the bourbon odor. Smokers cough, smother off the cohiba.
God damn, this motherfucker's got bars, bro. Like, dude, some of these are like even way too, like, dude, he's way too smart for me, bro. Holy shit.
Hoof on a lucrative one, convenient as the bourbon odor. Smokers cough, smother off the cohiba. If Noah had the benefit of hindsight on his ship, he could have snatched 2 unicorns and left behind the motherfucking pigs. God.
Yeah, dude. Fuck you, Noah. Also, fuck you, Noah Gunderson, copyrighting my video. You son of a bitch. I love your song anyway. I don't give a fuck.
Left behind the motherfucking pigs. Goddamn pigs. Pot-belly pigs. Punch-drunk pigs. Take money, money pigs. Loudmouth pigs.
Hey! Get the fuck. Look, I did cause a fight one time with my girlfriend. Because, like, look, dude, for those of you that don't know, also drink or smoke a bowl whenever I say my girlfriend. Anyway, so now do it again. Anyway, I am from America, right? And I'm an American. I met a young lady who lived in Canada. So I came up to Canada to spend time with her, you know, and work on my story and my album and stuff like that, and just do my shit, dude. Get my fucking story Ill of Men out there as a writer. Bruh. It's so different being in another culture that isn't completely like capitalistic to its core. People are like genuinely kind, but like, bruh, I get stared at like I'm a fucking freak of nature out here. One, because I'm a pretty morbidly obese individual. Like, you don't get this fluffy for nothing, baby. Fuck! Anyway, also, they don't like that. What I just did. Everyone like always speaks calmly and like to themselves, and they all do that like, how you doing, eh? And you're like, the fuck, bro? Stop. They sound like Valley Girls to me, bro. It's fucking confusing. But I remember one time I told her, I was like, I love being loud, bro. I walked into a supermarket one time, and I was just singing a song at the top of my, I didn't give a fuck who was around me, dude. I'm just singing. And she's like, why are you singing? Why are you being rude? I'm like, I'm not being rude. I'm having a good time. If the rest of the world don't like it, they can suck my balls. But apparently that's not the approach you're supposed to take. It's very strange being in a culture where like you kind of have to kiss a ring, bro. Like if I want to go fuck, I'm gonna go fuck. You know what I mean? Like, but like, yeah, dude, fuck you, dude. Us loudmouth fucks serve a purpose, bro. We tell you who to stay away from, bro, and who has bad taste. Anyway, let's get back into it. I'm sorry I ran my mouth way too long. As an American, it's in my nature.
Big money, money pigs, loudmouth pigs, white load pigs. Let's make a deal. I'm a white loud. When all the wolves and woolly wigs have huffed and puffed and blew the bricks, the skulls of Brooklyn's coolest pigs will rain on Bolton's newest kicks. As mulish swine of all surrounding counties step the gruesomeness.
Hey, actually, this was from like 10 years ago, so this would have been just what, slightly after. No, this would have been before the big recession of 2008, right? Look, dude, California public school, and I didn't go to normal school. I went to like intensive treatment for anger management kids. Most of the people I went to school with are in fact dead or in jail or, you know, OD'd because, bro, there was one of them's problems. But bro, if this was around the time when like the big banks were failing and shit, yeah, that kind of tracks, dude. Wait. Yeah, no, this would have been after, dude. 10 years ago? Bro, that was 2015. Sorry.
Surrounded pineapples and pull the pins in unison. I will gladly feed you to the breeder once you sacrificed. No pagan or sacrilege, just bacon for scavengers. I will gladly seat you with the chickens, not the passengers. Hopefully the crack in his armor spreads to his avarice. Never that. Wilbur's multiply quicker than triples and 100 triples and fistfuls, but it was all bells and whistles.
God damn, bro. What the fuck, dude?
This and Bougie that. War picker pussycat. Blitzy to the pork ribs. Had the gold leaf to booby traps. Powder pink double-breasted mess of mud and money. Waddle off the fire to make a stubborn tummy roggle.
Bruh, not every capitalist, consumerist fuckface is morbidly obese. Okay, a lot of us are, dude. I'm sorry. I used to, because like, dude, I tried to be a rapper when I was in my early 20s, and I used to have a fucking rhyme scheme I used to do. I can't remember. I think it was, I spit when I talk, I fart when I walk, I waddle, bro. Anyway, bro. Fatties are hilarious, okay, but they do gross me out. When I look in the mirror, I'm down 50 pounds, okay, and I'm still disgusted with what I see. Now my stomach droops below my dick just because the skin is too long now, bro. Like, what the fuck? No one said losing weight was still gonna make you look like a demon. What the fuck? Bro, have you ever seen Peter Griffin naked? That's me, bro.
They waddle off the fire to make a stubborn tummy roggle. And while I don't really know the working details of your tribes, I know that that's one ugly fucking tie.
Yes! I say this to Republicans all the time.
Soul pigs, goddamn pigs, pot belly pigs, punch drunk pigs, take money pigs, loudmouth pigs, wide load pigs. Let's make a deal. Apple in his mouth, maraschino eyes. Party like the butcher boys, Cleaver is alive. I'm moseying a 16 hours of smoke in the misty winter. To see the county fair's blue ribbon winner is dinner. Then dance until the sun has kissed your blisters in the morning as the misery was dormant and divvied in crispy portions. Corporates want to lure him and whore him. Or does he hoard the corporates to expand the more important forums for him?
That's one of like the weirdest things ever, bro. There is some truth that like you always want to try to change a system, and it's best to try sometimes to change that system from within. But everyone knows that like whenever you try to change a system from within, typically the system changes you. Most people do not have a good backbone, and most people are not like ideologically possessed. You know what I mean? Like people that like really believe in what they do. A lot of people kind of just drift through life. Which I'm finding to be fucking annoying, to be honest with you. Because one of my biggest criticisms of a lot of people is like, I think that like MAGA people should be held account for putting MAGA in like Trump in place, you know? Now that might have some danger to it, you know, because like, bruh, at some point it's kind of fucked up to keep going after people, but dog, there has to be responsibility from things on the ground level, dude. Like, people need to realize that our elections are not as rigged as people think they are, okay? A lot of people really think that nothing works in our country, but, like, Trump is proof of that. Like, the Republicans don't want Trump in office. Democrats don't want Trump in office. You know, a bunch of billionaires really didn't want Trump, other than, like, Elon Musk and shit. But, like, by and large, the people put that motherfucker in, and he's over here ruining shit, dog. Sometimes trying to change the system from within has to not be the route. Sometimes you have to break the system, which flies in the face of so much of what I talk about on my channel, because I'm someone who likes to reform systems. So obviously I know that I'm doing like an uphill battle, because like, you know, the system is probably inevitably going to change people like me and people that want to reform those things. But I believe that a lot of people that do get into politics do so for a good reason, and they do make meaningful changes. Like, we can look for the past 150 years and see that a lot of impactful changes have happened. Now, the speed in which they happen is probably a glaring issue for many people, and seeing so many people get left behind really makes you want to take a hammer to the entire fucking system. And I understand that rage. As someone who lives off of $5,000 a year right now, I totally get it. I went from making 130 grand to 5,000. I'm the poorest I've ever been. Every year I get poorer and poorer. I don't know how to explain it.
More important forums for them. Push the mortar pestle past the ordinary orchard when the frilly borders faded as the product. Mine or yours, pig? Mine. Plus I toss a token where I go. Directly to the worms who shovel shit in yellow snow. This little piggy went to the market with a target and will subsequently know the armor-piercing forks of farmers. Final word.
I wonder if the dude that shot that fucking... Who was it, dude? That CEO of that healthcare company. Like, this is the type of shit he was blasting. Walk in, just blast the motherfucker, pig. Like, damn. This guy's got such a weird fucking cadence, dude. I like it. It's cool. I'm starting to find a lot more abstract rap out there with artists like Prof, even Ren, and now Aesop Rock. I don't know if that's how you say it, dude. I'm a fucking dumbass, bro. Like, my IQ is probably like 10, dog.
Market with a target and will subsequently know the armor-piercing forks of farmers. Final words for the finer birds taking notes. I dig a chicken pigtails, that's all folks. Pigs, goddamn pigs, pot-belly pigs, punch-drunk pigs, sick money pigs, loudmouth pigs, wide-load pigs. Let's make a deal.
Hey, there's that kazoo, baby! I'm not gonna lie. This song right now just made me, hold on, I haven't done this in forever, bro. Holy shit, the full came. For those that don't know, I set all this stuff up when I was a League of Legends streamer, and my full face cam, for some reason I typed in full came instead of full cam, and I had not changed that in 6 years, and I never will. Anyway, this song just made me think about something that's awesome. Something that's really cool is that I love debate. I'm not going to lie to you. I really do. Debate is one of my favorite things out there. I'm actually going to turn on a background song while I talk. Cool. I love debate, right? It's one of my favorite things to do. One thing that I've seen for years, though, is a lot of people swear up and down debate has no purpose. And they're not entirely wrong, but something that's really interesting to me and something that's really fun, as we were talking about how people can like be changed by a system, something that's unique is that people can be changed by their environment. We know this intrinsically. We talk about it all the time between nature and nurture. One of the most interesting aspects of like being around people in other cultures is that it slowly terraforms you into another individual. It can color your perspective, and by doing that, it can change your total view on the world. Being exposed to more communist ideas or being more exposed to capitalist ideas and the positive effects of those have a tremendous effect on you, just as debate can as well. As you have conversations with people and then you show plot holes in people's argumentation or way of thinking, you can really start sparsing out like where their weaknesses as an individual lie. And it can also affect their ability to be credible with what they're talking about. That's super important. The same thing that can be done for even people that are just racist as fuck, dude. One of the best things that I've ever heard, and I've talked about it a few times on this channel, was Daryl Davis, who went out of his way to actually hang out with members of the KKK or whatever as a black man. He was like a black jazz musician. And he spent like 20 years going into like hardcore Mississippi and all these areas deep in the South that have really rooted fucking racism, both on, the white dudes and the black dudes that are down there. And he managed to like really start changing people's lives to the point where I think he got like 20, I've heard anywhere between 20 to 200 KKK's men to lay down, the hood. I fucking love that, man. Now, I'm not saying that we should always play peaceful with people that are doing things that are immoral. Sometimes, like I said earlier, you need to punish people when they do bad. One of the worst things I think we ever did as a country was that we didn't really like slam the fucking law on all these people that fought in the Civil War, you know, for pro-slavery and pro-union and all that other like, you know, their own shit. Like they want to secede from the country. You know, we offered pardons to them and like made peace right away versus like, I think we really should have went scorched earth and started hanging some of the worst offenses, you know. Now that sounds terrible and maybe a lot of bloodlines wouldn't be here, but I don't really give a shit. Seeing the way that we are right now in current America, seeing racism and anti-Semitism and all these other things really fucking just launch into the, you know, the public discourse again, which is weird. All these people are like raised on like, you know, Disney, and yet somehow they've become the most racist people ever. Like I saw a meme the other day where someone was talking about that if you think that Star Trek went woke or has become woke, sorry, dude, you just grew up to be one of the bad guys. Just how it works. Diversity, wokeness, all that shit. Back in the day, the complaint was about bad writing. Characters not having flaws. Like, has nothing to do with about a female being proficient about anything. There are proficient females in every field. But when she has no weaknesses or character traits that make her like unfavorable in any situation, that's when people start going, what the fuck? But seeing that movement become just racism is like fucking crazy to me. I don't know how, like I think I said it earlier, when people really don't have these ideological beliefs and they just kind of drift from thing to thing. And as it becomes more popular to say the F word again, or, you know, to go out and, you know, assault people for being gay or just hating on brown people, as these things have increased in popularity, more and more people just do it, which is a bummer. It's really a shame that so many people succumb to like peer pressure in so many different ways. But again, as I was talking about earlier, some of these like your surrounding affects you, unfortunately. There's probably some more elegant way to say that. But if you drink and eat nothing but shit, you start looking like this, you know what I mean? And eventually it starts affecting your ability to do your job, to walk, talk, think. Like there are so many factors that go into a human that it's impossible, man. We are so malleable and we are so shapeable by our environment. It's fucking crazy to me. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Always remember, if there's anything that you would like to request, go ahead and do so. You could do it in the Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/losttogod, LOSTTOGOD. Or you can always throw it in the comments, and if I'm having a slow week, sometimes I throw it in there. Or I have a little sticky note where I write notes to the side on things that I'm putting out there. And my manager / my girlfriend, she frequents the comments a lot, and she builds me a little list of songs that people have been requesting and stuff like that. Which you won't be able to see because that fucking light is way too bright. But I try to knock out as many of these as I can a week while also doing content that I'm very proud of that doesn't get any views. But anyway, guys, I love you guys. Be safe. Have a good time. Party as hard as you can. Also, never forget the game. And I'm really getting into this Aesop fella. I'm having a good time. So I can't wait for the next one. I've been listening to a lot of requests on the actual first video I did of him. And I will probably do another one or two because you guys are pretty active and you guys like to hear it. So... And he has some dope ass lyrics that I want to pick apart. Now I just wish I was more high to do it. All right, guys, I'm gonna head the fuck out. My girlfriend's about to get home, and I gotta be super annoying when she walks through the door. That's kind of my, as an American, it's my responsibility. It's an obligation to the people. Anyway, guys, peace. Love you.
I used to wake up like the world was mine. Now it's just morning again. Used to talk like dreams could bend the sky. Now I just grow till it ends.